One day I'll be back to drinking like 3 or 4 caffeinated drinks a day, but for now it's just water. Yo, what is going on, you guys? TL13 here, aka the Lucky 13 or Rant13 from Rant Gaming, bringing you guys some more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 content. Wow, that is really weird having to say Black Ops 4. I really just want to say World War II every single intro. So in today's video, guys, we are talking about the spawn trapping in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 that's pretty much already like been found. I don't know how many people have noticed this, but I've noticed it. So let's throw on some gameplay of some borderline spawn trapping and talk about it. So far this game has been out for nearly 36 hours at the time of recording. I have played about 9 hours playing time, I believe. I'm level 40 something, 48, 49. I'm gonna prestige today, but what has happened is I have only played Control. Now, for those of you guys that don't know all about the Control game mode, it is essentially a mix between Hardpoint and Search and Destroy. There are different rounds, and each team only gets 30 lives. Now, doing this, you need to have set spawns. They cannot be rotating like in TDM, and they can't quite be like domination spawns where you spawn close to your flag unless enemies are there. So, in order to do this, they have picked multiple spawn points on each side of the map for a defending and an attacking team. Now, there are multiple spawn points. This is not like the demolition spawn trapping in Black Ops 1 where you literally would all sit in a corner right in front of a spawn point and rapidly shoot and get 300 kills. But this is kind of still an issue. Now, there's a few reasons why it is an issue, but you guys are going to kind of see like what it's like. It's not super perfect spawn trapping, and the reason why it's kind of okay right now is because you have to be like against the right lobby, because there are people that play this game that honestly don't know what they're doing yet. Like, that's just how it is. There's new people in every kind of game. So if you're against a team of all these people that don't really know what they're doing, it's pretty easy to just kill them right off spawn if you're inside of their spawn. They can't really react fast enough because you're a pub stomper and they've never played the game. So obviously there are kind of things like that in every game where, you know, good player, bad player, the good player is going to just keep killing them. But in this, when you're set up in their spawn, you're going to have to move around a lot and look at the like 1 to 3 different spawn points. But having only like a few of these set spawn points for the team is causing an issue where if you just learn them quick and you have a good team, you can start dominating. Now, the reason this isn't too bad fully is because it takes time to, you know, push the whole team back, so that pretty much means you're getting 10 kills this round without dying once, like your team as a whole, and then you're pushing them back to their spawn to where you can set up this spawn trap. So this only lasts for 1 round, and the time runs out fairly quick if no one is in the control points, so it's not too big of a deal. You know, you get spawn trapped for a little while, the round ends, and you try again next round, try not to die 10 times in a row. So it doesn't actually sound that bad, but because it is kind of a mix between Search and Destroy and Hardpoint, the Search and Destroy aspect is the lives and the rounds. So with 30 lives, you have time in 1 round to get some kill streaks. And you can call in kill streaks within, after the first 10 seconds of the game, like when the round starts. So if you guys wait to the next round, call in your streaks, it's gonna push them back easily. You guys can call in whatever the normal streak is, one of the strikes or something. I'm still learning all the names, forgive me. It's when you come down to bomb. I'm using it in this game, I'm sure, so you guys will know what it is. But that it can get you like an easy triple off the start of the round, and that can push them right back into the spawn trap easily. So this isn't something like consistent where you can spawn trap every single game, but if you got a full squad of people that really know how to play the game, I'm sure you guys could spawn trap literally every game, and it will create quite a big issue. Now, obviously something like Control is very delicate to maneuver spawns, because if you guys completely flip spawns and like where they're spawning, it will totally throw off the objective, it'll throw off all the players, and it will be a problem if one person forces an entire spawn flip in this kind of game mode. So they do that in other game modes to prevent spawn trapping and stuff, but you can't really flip an entire spawn in something like Control just because of one player, because it will throw off everything. And I think in the end that would kind of hinder it more than it would help it. So it is a really delicate thing that they need to fix. They can't really fully fix it to the point where it is 100% fine, but they need to do a bit of tweaking. I'm sure they're gathering data on this like right now, because there's no way they're going to leave this as is. This does not happen for me a lot because I do play solo. I'm not playing with other like people that are trying to like pub stomp or anything. Like, we're not trying to do this. But if I'm facing a team that's low level enough that doesn't have much experience in Call of Duty and I manage to do this, then I do it. I've only done it literally like twice where it was like completely in their spawn, completely obliterating them and not getting touched. And so that's, to put in perspective, that's 2 games out of probably like, I don't know how many games I've actually played. probably like 50-ish, I would guess. It might even be like less than 50. The games are pretty long, so I'm not entirely sure, but that's 2 games out of roughly like 8 to 10 hours of playing time. So it's not something super consistent, at least when you're just playing solo, but it is probably something you could abuse if you do get a full team of people that know what they're doing and want to set this up. I just maneuvered my camera like crazy because it was like falling down, so hopefully this is still kind of normal. Alright, sorry, I just moved my camera and hopefully it's still kind of normal. It was falling, so anyways. Yeah, that's kind of my thought about it. I don't know if you guys have played Control and you guys have noticed how, you know, dominant these spawns can be. It is to the point where you can be standing somewhere and see them spawn, which is a problem in any game. You should never be allowed to see them spawn up. And the way they usually counteract this is they only spawn you like right there if the other person's back turned, which is also kind of a problem for people that don't really understand how the spawns are working. So if you're just maneuvering around the map and they spawn right behind you, that's going to cause an issue as well. Now the one fix for this so far is someone using, I think Seraph is the one with the tac deploy beacon, but even then they need to get out far enough to use it, and there's no way they're just going to use it in like some random spot. They're going to use it objectively. So if you guys just put it down, you're like, oh yeah, they have tac deploy beacons, so you can't spawn trap them. They won't do anything. Like, they can't get far enough out if you guys get the first 10 kills to utilize the tac deploy beacon. Now, it's a spawn trap for essentially 20 kills because you guys do need to kill them, you know, each person once or twice before this gets fully in effect, and there's only 20 lives left, but it's still like something that can be continuous and something that people will learn more in depth and take advantage of with full squads, which is the problem. So the tac deploy beacon, yes, it can help, assuming you guys aren't getting like completely spawn trapped, but I don't think it helps enough. I think they need to look into the spawns. Of course, with maps that weren't on the beta, like they didn't really have testing for it because they have testing for all the beta maps, playing controls, so they might have fixed those already. But the main maps I've noticed this on are 2 of them that are not beta maps. They're maps I had never played before. I can't remember their names right now. I'm sorry, I am still learning the maps, and I don't know names of guns, names of maps. It's all just, I'm playing it and I'm grinding it. I'm not really remembering each one as to exactly what it is. But that is the problem right now, and you guys do see in this gameplay it is a problem. The 2 gameplays I have are something like 50-1, and then my other game is like 37-0. So you're watching one of those games. I'm not actually sure. It's going to depend how long I talk for, and then which one is closer to that length that I don't have to, you know, cut up and edit as much. So you guys are seeing one of those games, and I'm not doing anything super special. I'm not like doing anything that I wouldn't normally do. Like, I just pushed them back, I was killing them, and then I was keeping away from OBJ, and in doing so, they stayed in their spawn, and I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of this, because I can. Now, something like this will be perceived as like, wow, you're spawn trapping, like, it's the only way you can win, and blah blah. If you guys were in a position where you're standing and they just keep spawning in front of you, you're not gonna run away. So people are gonna talk trash about stuff like this, and I just don't get it, because it's like, the only thing you have to do to decide if you're going to talk trash is say, if this were you, what would you be doing right now? You'd be doing the same thing, and I guarantee it. There's no reason to run away if you're getting XP. I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to prestige. I don't have double XP, so I need to do what I can to level up right now. But that is pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys about this. It was just something I noticed and something I thought should be addressed, and I figured I wanted to show off at least one of these gameplays after I got them, so this was just a good topic to cover while showing the gameplay. And I think you guys will agree with me that it does need to be taken care of. It is something that needs a little bit of tweaking. Again, it is so delicate. I don't know how exactly to change it because you just can't change the spawns too much. I think maybe, you know, just double the amount of spawn points, just spread them a little bit further on each map. They don't have to be super close to the objective, but if they get like a little closer, it's fine as long as it fixes this whole spawn trap thing. Because as much as I'm gonna take advantage of it, I don't like that it's a possible thing. I don't think it should be in the game. I think it's too unfair, and it is on like the smaller maps because there are just less places to spawn, so they're gonna have to tweak it a little bit. Hopefully they do. Hopefully it does get fixed, but for now, that's pretty much it. I will like keep you guys updated if I see that they tweet out something like hot fixes and they add those changes, but if they do not, then get in control, get a squad, and go spawn trapping. Please don't do that. Don't. I'm gonna try not to, but I mean, like I said, if the opportunity is presenting itself and I'm just playing solo, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the kills. So yeah, that's today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Remember to hit subscribe for more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 content. They will be coming out daily. Today I'm gonna hit prestige, so odds are tomorrow's video will be on me prestiging and, you know, everything you unlock and stuff. So if that's something you guys are interested in, stay tuned for tomorrow. And be sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram down below in the description. Just go to stay up to date with me, the channel, channel, everything like that. I'll follow you guys back if you guys would like. It is no problem at all. Remember to check out Rant Gaming's links in the description as well as stay up to date with their social media. But without further ado, you guys, I am signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. This has been TL13 with Call of Duty Black Ops 4 saying peace out.